Here is how I won the 2019 YouTube Golf Day YouTube Golfer of the Year, organised by Rick Shiels in aid of Prostate Cancer UK. So, how did the day start? First of all, arrived at Formby Hall, went and checked in, went to the sort of conference where all the other players were, where they were announcing the teams, who was going to be playing with who. That was all done. Went out, got my clubs, went to the range, had a good warm-up on the range. Always important to warm up before you play, especially in a tournament you actually care about.
Hi, nice to meet you, mate. Yeah, great. Yeah, thanks for having me over.
Don't worry, it's great, isn't it?
Beautiful day now.
You wrapped up enough.
I know, I might have to take some of these off. I thought it was going to be sleeting it down.
Yeah, it's nice. It's turned out well.
Really good. Loads of people too.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely awesome.
About 350 spectators as well.
Oh, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Do you mind if I do the intro with you in it quickly? Hi guys, we're down at Formby Hall Golf Club for the YouTube Golf Day with Mr. Rick Shiels himself in aid of Prostate Cancer UK. Rick, thank you so much for having me over. The sun has come out. It's a beautiful day. Guys, please go check out Prostate Cancer UK. It is a great charity and a great cause, and Rick has organised an amazing event here today.
It's looking good. It's looking good. I must admit, I'm impressed so far, but hopefully it can just continue. So yeah, if you put a link in your description, if you want to give to Prostate Cancer Just Giving page, donate what you can. And do you fancy yourself for the big trophy?
That's the question, isn't it? That's the question. Tell you what, they're quick. Very quick. Alright, let's go.
And then what? It was a shotgun start. This means every group started on an individual tee instead of starting on the first or the 10th hole. You would go out, and I was personally starting on the 6th hole, which was a par 3, 170 yards, I believe I had. Slightly downwind, wind off the right to left a little bit.
Just short.
Just short of the green. It wasn't it was a very good shot. It was the wrong club. I needed at least another club.
Ugh.
Made bogey on the first hole. Not a disaster, but probably not the start you want, really. Then, going on to the next, it is a par 5.
Oh, that's gone nowhere.
Terrible drive. Luckily, not too far offline, but just like low and a little bit left. Laid up with my second.
Be good. Oh, come on. That's so short.
Hit a really good approach shot, then into the green, right down the flagstick. Misjudged the distance a little bit. It was into wind. Hit not a bad putt, and then managed to make par and hole the next one. Okay, then on to the next. It is a par 4. Quite tight, goes kind of round to the right a little bit. Hit a really good aggressive tee shot. I did have a tree in my way. I've not played this course before, by the way, so I didn't really know where I was going exactly. But I hit a good enough tee shot. I did have to shape the ball kind of around a tree a little bit left to right. Did this really well. Hit it in to about maybe 12 feet, I think, something like that. Hit a really good putt, made birdie, great start, got that drop shot on the first back. On to the next hole.
You don't want to go there. Hit tree. Might have to hit another.
Chose the wrong club off the tee here. Only should have hit an iron. I chose hybrid for my first one. Hit it out of, well, not out of bounds really, but into like a little stream down the right. So I took a provisional, hit that down the fairway. Was being quite aggressive with the next wedge shot because I knew it was Stableford, so I just needed to get points. Was a bit too aggressive with the wedge shot, hit it into a bunker. Wasn't a great bunker shot.
Oh, you gotta hit it.
And I think I like 3-putted from there, so not ideal, but it's Stableford. I'm pretty sure it was a blob.
So Mike, we're through 4 holes now.
4 holes.
How do you think it's going on the YouTube golf day with Rick Shiels?
Tell you what, I'm striking it lovely, but 2 good holes, 2 bad holes. Started off bogey, par, birdie, triple, but it's Stableford, so.
Great course as well here, isn't it?
It is nice.
Fantastic
I'll tell you what,
course.
the sun's come out too, and it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Love it.
Prediction on the next few holes?
That is anybody's guess. Prediction on the next few holes. I'm striking it well, so if I can just put some scores together, it'd be fine.
Ideal. Go see you go do it.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's the doing it. Thinking about it's fine. Doing it, not so much.
It's your new slogan, isn't it?
Don't think, just do.
There you go.
What's it? With Nike. Just do it. I think Nike might sue me for that.
Ah, we're close enough.
Don't think, just do. I quite like that.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
Next hole is just a short par 4. It is drivable. It's only about 290 yards, but it is really tight. You've got water all up the left side. I decided just to lay up. I hit a 7-iron off the tee, and then all I had left in was, I think, hit a 7-iron off the tee. All I had left in was like a 58-degree wedge.
Horrible shot, so late.
Hit a terrible, terrible wedge shot. Short right.
Didn't turn at all.
Hit not a bad chip over the bunker, and kind of just misread the putt. Anyway, bogey, move on to the next. Again, it's not a very long hole. I hit 6-iron off the tee, good shot. I think I hit pitching wedge in with my neck. Just right of the flag, really good for distance, about 20 feet away.
Gotta hit it.
Misjudged the pace a little bit short, tapped in. That's another par. Okay, on to the next. It is a very, 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 very long par 4. I hit hybrid because it goes kind of dog legs round to the left and it is quite narrow up there. I hadn't played it again. I couldn't even see where the green was. So I hit hybrid, good tee shot.
Go. It's a horrible strike. Go. Go.
Hit a 5-iron for my next. It was very fat though. Really heavy. It did just get up to kind of just short of the front. Decided to putt it. Probably a mistake. Should have played like a bump and run 8-iron or something. Misread the pace of it quite a lot. Left it short.
Oh my god, smashed it.
And I even like 3-putted from there. I was overly aggressive with the next putt really. So again, very, very, very up and down start to the round. Very up and down. So after that, we then had a par 3. Not very long. I think it was about 165-ish yards. I hit a 9-iron.
Be good. Come on, please.
Really good shot. Tiny bit left. Pin high. 20 foot away. Hit not a bad putt. Tapped in. Made par. On to the next. Par 5. Pretty long par 5, I would say. It is reachable, but with the shape of the hole and sort of, it's quite narrow up there. You got a bit of water and stuff, so it's not really worth going for. Hit a really good tee shot. Decided to lay up, just a 9-iron for a layup. Then hit a 54-degree wedge. This was probably my favorite moment of the entire round. I was setting up to hit this shot, and the players in my group were saying, "Oh, you can hole this, you can hole it for eagle." 54-degree wedge, had about maybe, I think I had 114 yards. So I know it's just a smooth 54-degree.
Got a chance. Go in. Go in.
Shot, mate.
I can't do much better than that, guys. Sorry.
So I was being very aggressive, going straight at it. Hit a really good shot. Maybe 6 foot short of the pin. Maybe not even that. 4 or 5 foot short of the pin.
Yes.
Thanks, mate.
Great hole. Well played.
Hold that putt. Really nice birdie. On to the next. The next is a really long par 4. Absolutely hate this hole. It is really difficult.
Oh, God. Sit.
There is a bit more room off the tee than I realised, and I was being a bit overly cautious and hit a bad shot anyway with a hybrid into the woods. I did play a provisional with driver anyway, absolutely bombed it down the middle. I was thinking, oh, why didn't I just do that the first time? So anyway, I had to chip out the woods. I still had a 4-iron into the green. Hit a pretty good shot, but a little bit short right. I had a really, really difficult chip shot. If you can see this, it's kind of over a bunker, into a bank that then feeds right to left. I just left it a little bit short. It would have fed down a little bit more. Not a bad shot, though.
Oh, that is poor.
I hit a really poor putt for whatever it was, for the bogey or something. This was a really cool hole. It's a par 3 over water, about 175 or 80 yards, I think, something like that. Now, TaylorMade were running a competition on this hole. You would basically hit your tee shots as you would normally with your own clubs, and then you had the chance to use a TaylorMade club and a TaylorMade golf ball and play against a nearest the pin competition against the European Tour player. And this was a lot of fun. This was really a lot of fun, as you can see from this clip here.
Go. Go. Beat that, Matt.
I hit a really good shot in here, really nice draw, just straight down the middle of the flag, left it maybe 20 feet short up the hill. Misjudged the pace. I was really struggling with pace all day. I was missing them short, long, 4.5 feet long. Hold it coming back. It's a par. Move on. This next hole is quite a, I quite like this next hole. It's a pretty short par 4. I hit 4-iron off the tee, had a 54-degree in, 114 yards.
Go. Needs to go. Go.
I was being a bit overly aggressive and I didn't really strike it very well. I was a bit heavy. Left it short right. Luckily it wasn't in the water.
Literally had to top it.
I did manage to kind of just like, I had to basically like top an 8-iron kind of up against the slope because I just couldn't get a wedge under it or anything. So topped an 8-iron up.
Turn. It did turn.
Hit a really good putt for par, but just a little bit too much pace. Anyway, it's a bogey. Move on to the next. Okay, guys, so the next hole is the 18th, and it is a pretty spectacular hole. It's a long par 5. You cannot go right off the tee. You cannot go right. There's water all up the right. So I decided to be a bit overly cautious, and I basically hit a massive draw, kind of left onto the next fairway. So it's not bad. It's the miss, really. I just laid up with my second because you've got kind of I think I had water about 220 or 30 yards or something, and the green was at like 250, 240, something like that. Not really worth going for it when I had to hit it over a tree. Anyway, laid up with my next with just a 9-iron, had a pitching wedge in, hit a really bad shot actually. It was the first bad strike with a short iron I've really hit. It was kind of just left side of the green, just off the green, I think. Hit a really good putt with my next, just misjudged the break. Perfect pace though. Anyway, it was about 3.5 foot. Managed to hold that. Now on to the first hole. This is such a cool hole. It's not very long.
Okay, you're currently first. Right?
Okay.
Right?
By how much?
You've got 27 points ahead of Rob Potter.
Okay.
Rach McQueen's got 26. Rob Potter 26. John Ogden's got 25. Andy Carter 24.
Let's have a good finish then. Come on. Love it.
See? Long game.
Whew. Okay, I wish I didn't know now. Why'd you tell me, guys?
Now, walking up the first hole, I was told by my team that I was actually in the lead of the competition. There was a digital scoreboard online so that you guys could all follow it online. This was quite cool. Made me nervous, though. Made me very nervous. You know, it's not often you're aware during a round that you're either in the lead or close to the lead or whatever it is. So I knew I had 3 holes left. Just conservative golf, really. Make 2 points a hole, get some pars, get in the clubhouse. I knew I'd have a pretty good chance.
Go. Well, it wasn't the safe play, but it's good now.
I had a 9-iron in, probably about 160, 165. Pin was right at the back left. It's kind of on a shelf at the back left. I was trying to hit it a little bit right of the pin because I couldn't really see that there was a shelf back left and I was being a bit more conservative. Did pull it a little bit left, just kind of drew it a little bit left, really. But it was a really good shot. I mean, it was a good strike, good for distance. "12, 15 foot maybe up the hill, hit a really good putt, just lacked a little bit of pace, just kind of grazed the edge, made par, on to the next." So, on to the second hole. This is a really cool hole, and the guys from Titleist and Mini were running a competition where if you got a hole in one, you would win a Mini Cooper.
Get over.
I hit a really good shot. I, again, overdrew it a tiny bit left. It was pin high, 20 feet left, probably, something like that. Hit a pretty good putt. Just lagged it up there. Was a little bit nervous. Hands shaking a little bit. Wanted to win the tournament. Anyway, made par.
Couple more to play. How we doing?
Is it a couple? I thought we got 3.
Okay, we've got. These are arguing over semantics here. We've got a couple plus.
Mate, I'm on it. I'm on my game. No cameras, please.
This is your life.
Don't talk to me mid-round, mate. Honestly.
Hey, these days they're doing mid-round.
Exactly, mid-round
fairway
interviews.
Fairway interviews.
Honestly.
Come on.
They come up to me and try and give me that.
I would do a fairway interview if you hit one.
Mate, just...
The guys from Foresight were then running a competition on this next hole. It was all about being closest to the center of the fairway, all about accuracy. It doesn't matter how far you hit it. Now, Carly Booth won this challenge. I think she was 0.9 meters off the center of the fairway, something ridiculous like that. So like less than like 3 feet off the middle of the fairway. So
that's all right. I'll be late enough anyway.
I hit a 4-iron. Again, it's a par 5. You had your second shot over water. You couldn't really go for it. So I hit 4-iron, a little bit right. It was fine. Laid up with my next. Kind of, again, a little bit right. Hit a pretty bad wedge shot, really, but it was kind of pin high, 20, 25 feet right of the hole.
Great. Nice putt.
Cheers. Thanks.
Hit a pretty bad putt again, kind of 5 feet short. Luckily, I managed to hole that, make a par, move on to the next. What are you going to do?
Nothing. Ignore it.
Okay, 2 holes left. Par 4, very short, very tight though. I hit 6-iron off this tee because you have out of bounds right, water left, water long. So I hit 6-iron here. Really good shot, straight down the middle. Had, I think, a 50 degree. I had 130 in for my second, so which is just a smooth 50 degree for me.
It's on the green.
Wasn't amazing shot, wasn't bad, just a little bit short, a little bit right. Had a lot of those kind of little bit short right misses coming in, maybe 20 feet. Anyway, hit not a bad putt to about 2 feet, hold it, make par, onto the last hole, my last hole of the day, which was a pretty tough hole, and by this time you can see it was getting a little bit dark. It is a very tough tee shot. The further up you go, it doglegs right to left, the further up you go, the narrower it gets. You've got a bunker like 230 on the left, you've got a bunker on the right at like 240. So I decided probably a hybrid, and I hit a really good shot actually. I couldn't see it very well off the tee, but it was pretty much perfect. Thread the needle, a little bit of a draw, and then just left side of the fairway. Had, I think, about 190 for my second shot. I wanted to hit a 7-iron, like full out. My caddy kind of suggested maybe hitting a 6. I went with the 6. It was good for distance. I just pushed it a little bit right. Again, another kind of right miss coming in. Hit it straight into a bunker next to the green. Hit a really, really, really good bunker shot to about 2 foot. And I missed the putt. Come on. You missed the last putt of the day. I've holed some really clutch ones coming home. I missed a 2-foot putt on the last hole. Absolutely killer.
Oh, that's disappointing. Well played, guys. Thanks a lot.
Really.
Cheers, appreciate it. Thanks.
Well played, Phil.
Thanks, mate. Well played. Disappointing finish there, but can't get them all.
Anyway, still a great round. Still really enjoyed it. Had an amazing time with all my playing partners. Thank you very much to all of them. We had a great time going out there. Anyway, didn't know if I'd won. I was really worried that putt had cost me the tournament, and walking back in, had no idea they'd taken the digital scoreboard sort of down online, so you couldn't see who had won until the prize giving. So I was pretty nervous all the way through the prize giving, and then you guys can see what happened for yourself here when Rick was up on stage giving out the prizes.
Look at this. It's pretty, isn't it? It's a shame it's not gonna. I'm not gonna be holding it anyway. It's the most I'm gonna hold it. Jack, I'm gonna let you do the honors. Okay, it was a very, very close call. Unbelievably close. Let me tell you what the prize is. In first place, YouTube Golfer of the Year. And not only that, he wins a Golf Breaks. Golf Breaks 5-star trip to La Manga with accommodation and hotels, with 3 rounds of golf, for 4 golfers with flights included. Wow. It must have been tough out there because the winning score was 37 points. It's tough out there. Everybody, huge round of applause for your YouTube winner 2019, Mike Dawson.
Yes, lad. Come on, boys.
That's yours. So Mike plays off. What handicap, Mike?
Player 9.
So very good. You were the one in the bio with diets, divots, and dumbbells. What was it mainly today? No divots, I guess.
Pretty big divots out there, pretty soft fairways, but yeah, I'm a bit overwhelmed at the moment. I was not expecting to be up here and speaking in front of all of you, and massive thanks to all of you for making the long journey and coming over today to support this amazing charity. And I've just got to thank my caddy, Simon, who's come over with me, one of my mates, just to donate his bank holiday Monday to help me. And I couldn't have done it without you, mate. Thanks a lot.
This is the time to plug your channels. You've got all these cameras. Push that subscribe button. Tell everyone where they can find you.
Alright guys, my Instagram and YouTube is Mike's 3D Life. Simple as that. Go give it a look. I hope you guys enjoy it. And thanks to everyone. And massive thanks to Rick for organising this event. None of us would be here without you, mate.
That was good. It was a pleasure. Well done, Mike. Awesome. YouTube Golfer of the Year.
So I just want to say massive thanks to Rick, to Prostate Cancer UK, to Formby Hall, and to all my playing partners, and to my caddy Simon for coming out and giving up his free bank holiday Monday to come and help me out and caddy for me with some filming and stuff. Had an absolutely amazing time. Got the trophy here at home with me now. Couldn't have been better, really. Not much else to say, really, is there? Really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Feel free to like it, comment your thoughts down below. Have you ever played Formby Hall? Were you at the YouTube Golf Day? Were you a spectator there? If so, did you see me at all? Did you see any of the good shots, the bad shots, whatever it was that I played? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Loads of really cool content coming out soon. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you soon.